Hey, happy Friday. So let's dig in to some unfolding. Let's look at some scriptures. And remember, we're talking about loved, that I am loved. I am a beloved person. And the Father's love towards me is unselfish, loyal, and benevolent concern for my good. It's a movement. It's not stagnant. It's a force and always pursuing. So 1 John 4:10. In this is love. Not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son to be the propitiation, the atoning sacrifice for our sins. And Jeremiah 31:3. Yes, I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore, with loving kindness have I drawn you and continued my faithfulness to you. So, what are some words or themes that stick out to you in those verses? So go back and reread those or get your eyes on them. It's 1 John 4:10 and Jeremiah 31:3. Do you know what I see and what I hear coming out in these verses? It's all about the Father and him moving first. You know, truly, if you read about the love of God, love of Almighty, Elohim, Yahweh, it's all about him towards us, his goodness towards us. Any other religion, it's about us moving towards him, us moving towards the deity, the God little g. But the Bible is about God, big G, again, Yahweh Elohim, moving towards his people, coming to his people. And even in the account, the parable of the prodigal son, the son recognizes that, man, in my Father's house, even the servants eat better than this. I'll just go back and be a servant. He went his way thinking he was a free man, right? He said, give me my inheritance. So let's tie in that freedom and love with these last 2 days this week, right? So he's got his money. He's a free man. Goes and finds that he's not really free. He's a slave to his flesh, his sinful desires, and determines that he could go back, that the son could go back and be a slave. The son can never be a slave. Which is why when the father who is looking, he never stopped loving the prodigal son, never stopped longing for him to go back. The father sees him afar off and runs toward him. It's that love. Throws the robe on him, the royal signet ring, kills the fatted calf because the son has returned, breaking the cycle of sin. Because when the son sets you free, you are free indeed. And all that the prodigal son had to do was recognize the love of the Father. Just recognize the love of the Father, the goodness of the Father. 1 John 4:10, in this is love, not that we have loved God, but that he has loved us. And he sent his Son. He made a way for the atoning sacrifice for our sins. Yes, Jeremiah 31:3, I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore, with love, my loyal covenant love, to my detriment, I'll see that you have what you need kind of love. I have drawn you and continued my faithfulness to you. Do you see that love of God? Regardless of, He loves you. He longs for you. He waits and watches for you. That's good. We'll pick up here next week. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.